Welcome to this week's On the Course tip here at Grasslands Golf and Country Club. This week we're bringing you a tip to help you get out of some of those wet, moist bunkers that we've seen frequently with all this rain we've had here in Lakeland. So a couple of things to keep in mind here when we're hitting this wet bunker shot is the sand is going to be a little bit heavier and it's also going to be much denser. So there are going to be a couple things we're going to do in our swing that are a little bit different than a normal bunker shot to combat that. So what I'd like you to do, when you set up to the shot, you're going to set up how you normally would any other bunker shot. You're going to take a pretty wide stance. You're going to have the ball forward in your stance, and I want you to open up your club face so the face is pointing more towards the sky. One thing we're going to do a little bit differently here is we're going to add a little more wrist hinge to our stroke. So as soon as I start to take the club back, I'm going to take this club and I'm going to hinge it with my wrist. What that's going to allow me to do is get the club moving a little bit more up and down into the sand to get a little more energy down into that heavy sand. We got to give it a little bit of a good pump. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this shot here. Wide stance, ball in the front. I'm going to go ahead and hinge my club, and I'm going to allow it to slap the ground coming through. Let's give it a shot and see what that looks like. All right, so that one came out pretty well out of this really wet sand. You can hear the thud and the slap that I put into that shot. That's the type of energy you're going to need to get that ball popped out and close to the hole. Hopefully that tip helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.